Welcome to Fate Awakens Episode 9. Last time, our players decided to fulfill a contract.
That's one way to put it.
Yes, fulfill a definite contract.
Thank you.
And prep themselves for their adventure to Parvus. They decided to start exiting the town, which is where y'all left off right now.
After a quick shopping montage.
After a quick shopping.
So we shopped.
Yep.
We're just walking out of town.
You guys are all admiring my fancy threads.
That's right.
Yep. So y'all pick up your threads before you walk out.
Admiring, sneering at.
Well, I believe we should make haste, but the map here tells us that there's another town we can pass through on the road that perhaps would be a good middle point.
What time would that be?
Dominic, you have the map. Ribdale, you have the map. What is... I have the map.
We're trying to keep mine.
I do. This is an explanation for everyone.
I appreciate it.
Humelin. The town of Humelin is a bit less than halfway, but maybe a good stopping point for the first day.
Yep.
Just because we've done a bit this morning that took some time.
Wait about 8 hours to get there.
8 hours, I think, is a good travel.
Seems good.
Yeah.
Alright,
Try a little bit.
let's
Hit
go.
it hard the next morning without shopping intervening, you know. No.
Alright.
Let's leave.
I'll be back. All right, so we start walking.
Alright.
The late puns are his job.
So you all start walking. This is actually a path all the way.
You mean there's a road?
There is an actual dirt road.
New and exciting.
Yeah,
What?
I know.
The world. Are there any owls around?
Now roll a perception check.
Ooh, I'm rolling for something all night.
13. 21.
Usually owls don't come out in the daylight.
Only one draw here for you, my friend.
Very well, very well.
All right, so you all start to travel. The road's pretty bumpy. There's quite a few holes, but you can see the track marks from where wagons and everything come through. You travel for most of the day. At one point, someone comes walking by with a little, hand cart. Looks like he might be a merchant of some sort.
Oh, excuse me, sir. I was just curious what wares you have for sale.
Some fish I caught this morning.
This morning. Very fresh, then.
Yes, they are.
Well, is anyone feeling some lunch?
Well, fish sounds pretty good right now.
Yes.
I eat fish.
You're a vegetarian. My bad.
So I'll pay for 6 fish.
Okay.
And,
All right, here you go. He starts handing out fish. You can smell the salt off of them. They're so salty. But he says that's let's see, 3 silver.
well, here's 1 gold for you, and have a merry way, sir.
Here's your 7 silver.
Well, thank you then. Trying to be kind.
Is tipping not in this culture, Evan?
I'm not sure. Apparently not. I don't want to insult the man.
You must be from that stupid city. A lot of people there don't think straight, I notice.
I like elbow him and yes, your old yes. Well, have a good day, sir.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a chicken's out the coop, it's gonna act a little funny.
Yes. Nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, you all continue down the road. You arrive at the very front of this town. It's a little bit bigger than Osirun is, but it's still very small. It looks mainly residential. There's not a lot around. There's a forest towards the south, and you can see it gets a little mucky in the north side of town.
Okay. Is there any sort of signage for anything that doesn't seem residential?
Like an inn.
Yep, there is
any signage at all.
There is definitely a mug on one sign. Okay, just like just the mug. That's what you see on the biggest taverns.
Okay. So it's probably late afternoon at this point.
It's at this point. It's probably close to. Yeah, it's getting close to evening at this point.
Well, how about we come in and perhaps these fish can get cooked.
Yes.
We bought raw
Wait.
fish.
They're salty.
Very salted.
Salty. They're salty.
What kind of world is stupid cities?
Stupid.
So I'll head on in and take a gander at what's around, I suppose.
All right. You walk in. There is absolutely no one inside this tavern. There is
Not even a bartender?
There is a bartender.
Oh, okay.
There's no patrons.
I was about to get really excited.
The bartender looks like he's just sitting in the corner. Immediately when you walk in, he just stands up. Welcome. Would you like something to drink?
And perhaps some of this food we have could get cooked up as well. But yes, a room if you have one as well. A couple.
Preferably multiple.
There's actually, you'd have to find a room with a lovely villager if you would like. There's no inn or any like local place to stay.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's much of anything in here. Where is everybody?
They don't usually come in here for a few more hours.
What time is it?
It's not even sunset yet.
It's strange not to have an inn for a town in between two rather populous cities.
Between two cities.
Well, not many people stay here, honestly.
Is there any particular reason?
That's just nothing to do here.
It's exactly what we're looking for.
Sounds like Aussie.
The opposite of excitement would be nice for a night.
Well, how about y'all stay for a drink? First one's on me.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Drinks and staying with villagers. Y'all have a Tamarla here? Or?
I'm sorry, is that someone's name?
Oh, I forgot. Nobody here knows her.
Yes. Nothing to be concerned of, really.
All right, well, let me get you some ales to start with.
I'm sure Tamala could not walk this far.
I'm sure there's at least one person in this village with her head sitting on the table blacked out.
Well, we'll be here for a while. We'll see.
And we'll find her.
All right, after a couple minutes, he puts out some ales in front of each one of you. So what's bringing you here?
We are traveling to the city of Edmund?
Parvus.
Parvus.
Why?
We are meeting a friend there.
Interesting. Any particular reason why Parvus?
Any particular reason you are so inquisitive?
I'm not to offend, just we don't have many visitors stop in here except for the local folk, and I'm sorry, I never meant to offend you.
You didn't offend.
Okay.
Just have to be on our guard. We are adventurers, so.
Are we?
Just to state your appetite, we're actually meeting a friend and a missionary of mine by the name of Rylan.
Irenae walks away from the group.
You wouldn't happen to know Rylan. Would you possibly heard his message of the works of the one god?
The one god.
Yeah.
One god up there, not down there.
Not really.
You should. Great guy.
Okay.
Let's not do this now, please.
You don't have to respond to
Never misses an opportunity.
Can I just do a quick look around and see if there's some place I could cook the fish, or if I have to like talk to him? Like, is there some sort of fireplace or something? You know.
There's no direct fireplace in sight. And roll me a perception check.
Yeah, 2 fireplaces right here, big guy.
14. You saw like a makeshift pot out front with like a little small stone pit. So you assume that's where he cooks most of his food. It does look like there is a room behind the bar, but you also know there's a second floor, and this looks like the only door you see.
Okay. I'm gonna probably just nudge Straw and give him a little head nod so we can start on the fish.
Okay.
There's a second floor?
To this particular building, yes.
There's no stairs.
There's a door behind the bar.
So you lose. Well, I was.
Okay. Let's see. It's like a flat above.
I got a little suspicious there too. I was like, there's the same floor, but there's no stairs.
It's a front.
This sounds like a laundromat.
All right, so as y'all walk out, there's some like burnt wood inside the pit already. It might last a little bit if you start it, but it's not. Doesn't look like it's gonna last that long.
Perhaps we should go look for some wood and be able to cook our fish on.
Well, that sounds like my job. Is there a door out the back?
You said there was like a forest.
It was out the front door. The actual pit was out front.
Oh, it's out front.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
outside.
Oh.
They're not lighting a fire in the middle of the
Wander into the
house.
I'm going with them. We're just gonna collect some firewood. Not deep.
Do a quick survival check.
So, thinking about like not really wanting to do this right now, I'm gonna think about having like help and cast Wild Cunning and have like spirited forest animals help me collect firewood.
Is there any specific thing they can do, or is it just like a
that's-
help action?
There's a bunch of stuff. They can like find tracks. They can set up all your camp supplies, like break down and set up. They can go find firewood. Like a
You
lot
want
of
to check to it?
bunch of stuff that I know. I just guess I'm doing it. That's
All right.
awesome.
So you just see little like almost.
A lot of ants, like a cornucopia of ants.
You immediately just see a black mass appear on the ground. Kind of looks like a shadow, but it's moving in a really weird, like not shadowy way.
I'll say, Edmund, this is
It's all right.
It
It's all right.
and it goes straight south and just disperses into the wilderness.
But once I see, like, I guess them coming back, or
I'm not like 100% sure what they're about to do, but I'm like, there's a lot of options.
Okay. So as I see that, I'll say, I think I have something for this too, actually. Hold on. And I'll flip through my book, and I'll cast Unseen Servant. So as the ants kind of bring in firewood and lay it, I'll have my Unseen Servant spell, like, pick it up,
There's
put it
one,
on
like,
the fire. Like,
All right. So
I want to be outside.
he casts something.
All out in the window.
What's going on?
So y'all are in the window.
Lots of spell slots.
Y'all see him do like a hand motion and nothing happened, which is weird for what he's done lately. Okay. Your ants start to come back with like you see branches, logs, little sticks, twigs, like moss, and it just piles of this stuff being brought back. All of a sudden, from the window, y'all see one of these branches just like float and put itself on the stone.
I wish I could do that.
I say, I wish we had this back in Austin Ruin. This would be great.
I'm convinced it's because we're not in that stupid fucking city anymore.
Yes, I couldn't do anything like that there.
Are we allowed to drop F-bombs? There it is.
We have so
Yeah,
many
we have
times.
several.
We have so many
This is
times.
like,
Well, I fucking forgot.
This is like 1 of 20. 2 of 20. All right, so y'all eventually get the pit pretty built up with the moss on top for like starter.
Okay.
All right. Are you lighting it?
Yeah, I'll just firebolt it real quick at a minimum, like
Intensity.
intensity.
Whenever I see him do it, I like really want to help, and I like start doing it too.
Watching them,
Like it's already lit. But
Roll me your d10.
watching them from the
Is it
window,
10 or
I
8?
want to
Firebolt's
whisper
a
to
10.
Remdil, like, do you wish that you could do that, or is it just me?
I'm doing it lightly, but I rolled a 9.
Lightly is halved.
Okay.
You immediately have this big bonfire, and the top, like, half of this is completely charred already.
I throw a 2 in too.
All right. You throw a little bit of fire, and it kind of, the little bit on the sides that were not caught are not caught.
Just a little squirt of fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. It is now a bonfire, pretty much.
We'll wait for it to die down. If there's like a water bucket or something nearby, I'll try to, calm it down.
Okay. At that point, with the water being sprayed on it a little bit, it dies down to a good bit.
Cookable level,
Yeah.
Cook fish.
Yeah, it's now at like a normal campfire level.
Seeing all this going on inside, I'm like, Remdil, remember when you were useful?
So you guys all just like
Yeah, we
So I go to the bar and get another few drinks.
You go to the bar and you realize you just passed the bartender who's now standing on a chair looking out the window above you.
We're all this is probably
start introducing ourselves before we just go magic, you know?
You were outside. Like that, what just happened was the most interesting thing that's happened in the city. Like once.
You literally, as you're going up to like get this bar, you see the bartender like chugging a big mug, like looking outside, like, did you see that?
I'll say to the bartender, I think there's a few things that we should have mentioned before.
He takes a big gulp. You think?
When you say that, I'm gonna we'll trade stories for ale if that's your currency.
Deal.
Done.
First, here. he like goes corpse barrel.
Wheeling a
and
deal.
starts like pouring mugs out and like, here you go.
I'm just gonna like slide him down like as he pours them to the 3-4 of us. Just slide him down. They're still outside making themselves fancy.
I suppose we should start with the two non-magical persons. My name is Irene.
You're magical on the inside.
My name is Irene, and I am a trained monk. And myself and my fellow Remdil here
Are you magical?
good fighters.
My name's Jethro and I'm an alcoholic. I mean, a man of God.
All right. How about you two?
Me? I hold no magic on my own.
And you?
He's magical. Joel.
Just flexes.
You know, I just like to punch things, right? And
Yeah, you just
swing.
You just do the thing where
You saw me decapitate.
do the
that,
thing
and
where you
I-
point at the wall.
So,
do the thing with the wall.
how'd your friends get that way?
They were dropped on their heads as kids. You should try it.
This is a really long
That's
story.
hilarious to how this happened.
That's unbelievable.
Y'all aren't hearing this.
You should try what's above it.
Drop your kids.
Wow.
Don't actually do that.
No. He's the funny one of the group.
Thank you.
He can do magic, so can he. Neither of us can.
All right. What can y'all do? I'll throw in a shot for each trick you showed me.
Last person who has that. Friends. What? Nothing. There's no physical, like, friends. But how, like, we're having this conversation aside. Two things.
Yeah. What? You have a trick?
I mean, I do. It's more up here than out here, though. Would you say that we're friends?
Are you casting friends?
Not yet. But yes.
Or like acquaintances?
So right now, if I asked you, give me 5 gold just as a friend, would you do so?
Now you're casting it.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Still.
No, not really.
All right, how about now? Now I'm casting it.
We got there.
You know. Hang on. What's your save?
Do you want to? I mean, it's not really a save. It's just advantage.
Persuasion.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check at advantage at this point. That's the point it matters.
25.
Wow.
I mean,
How's 100?
Just 5, that's
just
it.
hang on. I usually keep it behind the bar. Just like I understand you've had a long travel.
Yeah, 10 gold, like we agreed.
Yeah. He goes behind the bar, starts counting out silver.
I'm gonna walk behind him. And I'm just gonna kick him in the shins a little bit.
Roll an attack roll.
I'm just looking and say, you're a menace. Truly just a
While he's digging through this, and be like, oh, and
14.
that.
14 hit you.
No! Wait, is it match or beat?
Match.
Match, yes. Wait, nope. I bought studded leather. What's studded leather?
Those
12
pretty robes.
12 plus dex.
12 plus dex.
Yes.
So I just kick him a little bit,
Meets it.
and I'll whisper in his ear.
You take 1 bludgeoning damage to the back of your knee.
Ugh, that's a bad place to take
10% of my health.
Level 1.
All right.
I'm gonna kind of like wince at that, and then be like, and the barrel of wine you were holding for me. That'd be great.
I'm gonna kick
still
him again. I'm gonna kick him again.
I'm like waving you away at this point.
No.
And the barrel of wine.
Yeah, hang on a second. It's like, as he's like coming around the other side of the bar, it's like, why was I giving you this?
Ta-da!
What?
Exactly. You had no memory of doing this, but you did it.
Well, they do remember it, right? With friends?
They remember it, but like,
They remember it, but
they
it's like they're
become
confused.
hostile.
Yeah.
They are aware that they've been put under some form of charm.
They don't know why
okay.
they thought that,
Yeah,
basically.
they're aware that they're charmed.
All right, I guess I'll give you a shot.
Thank you. And I want to see another one, and I'm just gonna pew at the window. Like the window, not the window like out glass, like the window like around the edges of the window.
Your eldritch blasting.
Oh yeah.
With your fire and necrotic.
But you specifically asked to deal fire damage.
Roll an attack roll. It's a not-moving target.
15.
All right, roll your damage.
D10, I believe. Did I not pull out a D10? No. What an amateur move.
We must have burned down this place.
Probably.
We got on max damage.
Whoops, 4.
On the far side, there wasn't much
All right,
city anymore.
so all of a sudden, y'all hear this bang and like a shattering of glass as this black flame hits the edge of this window and shatters the whole thing. And you see a black flame just going up the side of this building now.
But it fades.
It is a wood building.
Yeah, but last time I tried to light a fire, and then it went away.
I guess. I like grab him and like run inside.
I flip through my book and I cast Create or Destroy Water on it.
Hey!
Okay.
But keep
Put it out.
I'm gonna try to do that as well, but I don't have it prepared.
If it
so it's like not gonna work.
If it catches, I'm gonna for a second have panic, and then I'm gonna cover it up I meant to do that, and then I'm gonna hold up my hand for my other shot. I'm still holding the first shot. I have not taken yet.
Okay. That shot cost you. You gotta pay for that.
What damn is going on in here?
He's doing magic tricks for shot, and apparently he's paying for that now.
Did you shoot the purple fire?
To be fair, you did ask him to do it.
You did ask.
I said tricks, not burning the
He
building down.
wanted to see what we could do. I just gave him a slight demonstration.
No, it's totally fine. To be honest, I saw something explode and I ran in and
I come in after what's going on?
I start. It's nothing. It's just Jethro Higginbutton or whatever.
Did you put out the fire?
Jethroing.
I assume.
Yeah, it's pretty much out.
right?
It takes a little bit more. You probably have to cast it. That's a cantrip, right?
No, that's a spell.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
It goes down to an ember after that.
I mean, it's like 50 gallons or something.
It still goes down to an ember.
So long.
10 gallons.
Yeah, it goes down to an ember.
Necrotic fire, bro.
Yeah,
It's still just fire.
sort of.
I mean, it's
So I guess he casts it twice.
probably won't.
No, I only don't know.
All right, it's
That's
down to
my
an
last
ember.
spell slot. So
It's down to an ember.
I cast it once.
I'm gonna go sit back by the fire and fish, kind of thinking about wanting something other than fish, and cast a good berry in my hand. And I'm gonna start munching off the berries.
How many are you eating?
I would like to.
All right, you immediately have a stomachache.
Man, these are good, but I do not feel great.
One is supposed to be for one person per full day.
Yeah. You ate 2.
When Ethan comes back, I'm gonna hand him one and be like,
Do you want this?
any interest?
Today we learned it.
One is very good.
Now that I've made the bartender angry, I'm gonna go outside and I guess I'll hang out with Troll.
You see the bartender taking this weird dirty cloth to the fire you've started. It's just ember at this
I'm
point.
gonna nudge Troll and be like, it's bad time to tell you, I don't eat fish.
No, not so hard. I don't feel great. What? Eat this. I'm gonna hand him a berry.
A berry?
A single berry.
Yeah, it'll make you feel really good. Just don't eat a second one.
It's a psychedelic berry.
I'm very confused of why I'm eating just one berry right now.
You immediately feel your stomach expand, and you feel like you've eaten a full turkey dinner.
Got a little bubble gut going on? Just
Oh yes.
that's
Draw. We'll make a con save.
chest burger.
20.
Nice.
All right. After that burp, you feel a little bit better, but you definitely feel stuffed.
All right. Well, lesson learned. I mean, maybe it's just something that offended me. Do you want to try another one?
I think I'll pass. I'm seeing him white face, barely holding it down. I'm like,
How many berries does Goodberry normally give me?
7.
10? Okay.
It's a lot.
3?
Goodberry's 10.
Is it?
Pretty sure it's a significant number.
I don't even think
Okay,
about
so I have a
it.
few of these.
Yeah.
I'll do a check.
Over here. finger checking.
So I guess after we finish cooking our fish, anyone who's still hungry, I will bring it in.
I'm hungry. I'll eat some fish.
Yeah, I'll definitely eat. And if he's still interested in tricks,
Food.
I'll do some dancing lights or something.
Okay. He hasn't even looked at y'all since the fire started. He's been like, he completely got rid of that and he went back inside. He quit paying attention to y'all.
Okay. So after we eat, shall we sleep, I suppose, in the woods? Perhaps set up camp right outside town?
Maybe just outside town. I don't think we need to.
He said we could find the villagers' house to stay.
Well, I wouldn't want to be a
That's
burden on anyone.
I do have an 8-person tent.
Yes, I think that would be best.
It's a large tent.
I like the town. Yeah.
Well, while they set up camp, I would like to go to the
We could fit 2 more people in.
Okay. Houses all around.
We didn't get any sand shoes, but we did buy that tent.
How many houses are directly out of the door of the tavern?
3.
Second one.
I'm gonna start setting up the tent while he does this.
Yeah,
He starts
I'm just
sitting
gonna-
on the-
Yep.
I'm trying to make animals help, but they're not.
Hello.
What's the demeanor of this gentleman?
He's probably salt and pepper hair.
Kind of haggard.
He looks like he can hold his own in survival settings.
Plus.
Like an older kind of gentleman?
Sort of, yes.
No. Sorry, wrong house.
Okay.
Listen,
You're going to the next house?
if I get my
It's
pick of
back down
houses.
again.
All right. Sorry. Next house. All
right.
The next one to the right.
Knock on the door again.
Nothing.
Hold on!
Next.
After you get to the next house, you see your door open. Hello!
I'm not gonna respond.
Okay, great. Next house. Hold on! Coming. The door opens. You see this middle-aged man, probably in his... He comes to the door. Can I help you?
I was looking for somewhere to sleep. Somewhere to sleep. I'm just passing through. I just need a bed for the night. Do you have a spare?
Sugar daddy.
No spare, but I'll rent you mine.
Like personal.
Tell you what. Let me do some price shopping. What do you ask?
What do you got?
Well, I got a lot.
Okay.
I'll take a look.
Terrible.
8 silver.
When I said a lot, I didn't mean I was loaded.
6 silver.
Can I do 5 and I can tell you an interesting story?
5 silver, 5 copper, and it's a deal.
Tell you what, can I rain check that? If I'm not back in 10 minutes, then I'm not back. But you're right now top of my list. I've got a couple offers in. I'm kind of working, but you're top of the list. But
Could be 30 minutes.
oh, 30, that's fine. I asked for 10. I say under my breath. Next house. I'm playing more excited now that I'm getting results.
Have you heard of credit?
Thank you for the reminder.
All right, you go to the next one. This woman answers with her 2 kids by her ankles. Yes, sir. Can I help you?
All right, so woman with children means
Multiple bedrooms.
It's roughly dinner time. These are probably food on the table. I would like to take a whiff.
You can smell something.
Does it smell good?
It smells decent. Yeah.
I'm just passing through, and I was wondering if you had a room to stay in for the night.
Oh,
I don't have much. I'm just a lowly man of the cloth.
Persuasion.
Okay.
Right, you roll an advantage all the time.
Yeah, as long as you're not hostile.
So what's the point of friends? Why do you
It's just there.
There's some checks you can't get around.
19. It's just for flavor. 19.
19?
Yeah.
We not a bed, but we have somewhere you can stay. It's more comfortable than the floor.
How much more comfortable than before? Scale of 1 to 8.
Specific stuff.
4? Nothing's ever a 9 or a 10, so.
Just a
4? A 4 on a 1 to 8? That's a 5 on a 1 to 10.
Doesn't it just adjust the scale to like it's are just a 7 or an 8?
Anything more than the 7 range?
Not really. We can give you some food too if you want.
Even though I'm full. I do like food that's not a berry or fish, so.
Yeah, we have some chicken from last night.
I can give you. I don't have a lot on me.
I wasn't asking for anything.
Oh.
Oh, she's right up your alley.
Free is the word. Thank you so much. Blessings of the one God. And I will.
What god do you worship?
Geez, you guys want to do some stuff, or do you want me to just jump right into the spiel?
Nope, you're good. We're
Okay.
just gonna set up.
I'm just gonna.
We're going to. Like I said, setting up the tent and starting all this.
At this, I'm gonna perk up quite a bit. I'm gonna take a seat at the table. Is there food on the table?
You walk in.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir. You coming in?
This is fine. I'm totally fine with the situation. Is there food on the table?
Yes.
Oh, good. I will just grab a seat next to the gentleman. Then I'm gonna reach out my hand for a firm handshake.
He grabs your hand. It's
Thank you.
decently firm.
Thank you. I appreciate a good firm handshake on that.
On a 1 to 10. Okay.
It's 1
On a 1 to 8.
It's probably a 5.
And I'm gonna thank you for your hospitality. And I'm gonna immediately, I don't care what he says for response. I'm gonna turn to him. And I'm gonna say, so the one God you were inquiring about.
Yes, as she's like passing out some like chicken legs to the kids.
She said, no, that was she walked into. And I'm gonna just, for sake of time, I'm not gonna give the full spiel, but I'm just going to begin reveling her with all of my fantastic stories.
Okay.
And it fades to black.
So you keep talking to them.
This is gonna be a good 30 to 45 minute. An hour if the kids ask questions.
The kids are asking every question and why responses.
Hour and a half.
Okay, that's your whole conversation tonight.
Yeah, you want me to roll?
Now you're just gonna be talking.
Okay.
All right. So you guys.
Wow.
After camp set up, while having no book to study,
Yep.
say, well, I suppose we're a bit light on shift tonight, but I presume that I will still go first.
You think we need a wash? We're right in town.
To be safe with the shadows, we...
Oh yeah, that's right.
Imagine worrying about the shadows. I could never.
Yeah, they can't get into houses or anything.
There's no shadows in houses.
That's the whole point of a house.
So I'll take first shift for sure.
Okay. All right. Roll me a perception check.
4.
A 4.
Solid.
As you start reading your book, you're like, oh, I can do that. You're starting to learn a little bit more and
The intricacies.
exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
You just see like the next page or something faded, but you can't quite see it yet. You can't quite make it out.
Oh.
Like that.
Mysterious.
But that's the end of your watch.
So I'll take the next one.
You don't even remember looking at anything besides your book the whole night.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the next wash. I mean, I had trouble falling asleep after you reminded me that shadows might be out here. Another 6.
A 6. You pick up a few leaves and you start to see the insects crawling through the leaf, and you're just watching the insect eat through the leaves the entire time.
Okay, I'm like trying to like make ants appear like with it, but I can't. Like I don't feel the energy within me.
At one point, you're like, oh, there. Oh, no, he was already there.
I can take 30.
No, I got it. After they've done
She's got
theirs, I would have had my 4 hours. So
Yep.
good.
I'll go wake up Arena and then
Oh,
crawl it down.
great. Just do my
Okay.
very cool. It's gonna be a 19.
A 19. You happen to see throughout the night that the house Jethro went into is still lit after this whole time.
Oh God.
But the entire night overall goes quiet. The whole town actually seems pretty quiet. There's a little bit of talking and like some movement inside the tavern. But other than that, the whole town's pretty quiet.
Okay, cool.
Jethro, what's up?
You notice this conversation has gone on for hours and hours. The kid's gone to bed, but the parents are still up and talking.
And they're interested, right?
They're kind of more interested in just the conversation of someone not living in this town.
That's all I need.
Okay.
That's how you get people in the calls. Prey on the loneliness.
All right. The lady falls asleep, but he is still awake.
It's fine. I will continue telling him stories. And
You all wake up?
I would like to. One thing I would like to plug, if I may.
Okay.
Throughout this conversation, before the lady goes to sleep, I would like to mention that I often travel with a flock. And that I have been leaving my flock and taking them, because I'm kind of getting the gist they don't like being cooped up in this town. So if they ever want to, spread their wings, I know some great places they can go and possibly in the name of the one God.
It's kind of hard to pick up and go when you have kids.
No, it's not. Take them all. You got 2 feet.
I mean,
four if you count both.
Well, they have friends here.
They're not playing with their friends right now?
Well, they're kind of asleep.
Got me there.
Yeah, it's just something we can't do. I mean, our family built this house.
I understand. Well, if you ever are, I guess I'll wrap up the conversation with, if you ever are,
At this point, she's asleep.
that's fine. If you ever feel the pull of the one God and you feel you can't give with time, money is always a welcome second.
Okay.
Is the sun coming up at this point?
Yes.
I'm gonna go knock on the door and go get him.
Okay. You are not given money, but you are given a shovel.
And something.
And you're also given some what looks like handmade tools.
What kind of tools?
One looks like a makeshift sandstone, like a sharpening stone, smooth stone.
I have a wooden sword, but okay.
And the other one looks like some kind of instrument, you're not 100% sure.
But it's a musical instrument.
No, it's not. Roll an intelligence check.
I appreciate that.
I'm not very smart. 4.
A 4? It's round with something in the center, and it doesn't make sense. You
Would I at least recognize what genre it's from? Is it a woodworking tool, like a blacksmith tool?
It's made of stone, and it also has some kind of wooden utensil on top.
Stone?
It is no. It's round stone, wood sticking out of it, and it's got markings around the edge.
Listen. Oh, that makes sense. That's better than what I was thinking.
Plunger.
I was thinking
Plunger.
stamp, and I was like, but stone doesn't make a very good stamp. I will thank him. I assume about this time I hear the knock at the door.
Yes.
Is the whole house awake at this point?
No.
Oh, well.
He is sitting there, and that's and he just gave you the things half
I haven't
asleep.
gotten to sleep yet.
No.
Oh, well, sometimes actions have consequences.
What time is it roughly?
You see the sun peeking.
4 or 5. 6. You're not sleeping.
I'm not sleeping today. Alright, I guess at the knock at the door, I'll be like, oh, I'll get it. As I see him
So as you say you'll get it, he's like,
okay, and I'll walk over and
Good
you have
morning.
one exhaustion point, by the way.
that's fine. Still one.
Good morning.
Good morning? And I'll kind of look and see the sun coming up.
It's the sun's not even set yet. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock in bed. What is it?
6 a.m. roughly.
Um,
We're getting up at camp. It's time for you to rejoin us.
And I'll now send in how tired I am.
You see the circles under his eyes. And he's just physically moving different.
Alright.
Yeah, I have no pity in my heart.
I guess I'll stretch a little bit and I'll pocket my newfound goods.
Yep, this thing is like that big. Not a pocketable item.
I'll cradle it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk to camp. And I guess I'll ask on the way. You ever seen this? Oh, dude gave me this.
Roll intelligence.
I don't know what it does, to be quite frank. It looks cool. And I'm gonna be holding it by the stick, like as I explain this. I've never seen one of these, and I'm holding it by the stick.
Am I roll?
No.
This is like a
You might think it's like some weird butter churn or something like that.
Butter churn. That's better than my guess.
No, I've never seen one of those.
Well, maybe it's valuable, and I guess I'll head to the camp.
Okay. You get to the camp and they're like pulling up stakes from the tent.
I regret all of my actions. 12 hours.
Was it worth it?
That was 8 hours, by the way.
Possibly.
brain face clap.
Oh, good morning, everyone. How does everyone do today? As I look around the camp and I see everyone packing up.
I feel refreshed and well slept and
That's nice.
pretty good, actually. Thanks for asking.
Oh yeah, we got to sleep through the night. That was great.
How far do you have to travel?
So did I. I just got an early rise. I was working on my workouts.
Well, based on the map, Parvus is not far. Perhaps another 8 hours or so.
That should be relatively easy.
And by 8 hours, I mean, if we were to sprint, probably about a day and a half.
We'll be sprinting at a normal pace.
Perhaps one day.
I think Arene's the only one who sprints at a normal pace.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too good to be honest. And then maybe we could just walk fast.
Walk.
So a day and a half it is.
Sorry, my humor's not quite as practiced as Jethro.
Old people jokes.
Shall we get a move on after we have some breakfast?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, definitely after breakfast.
Can't think of
We
any
have some
situation where we'd be slowed down today.
Dried
We all got a good
rations.
rest. Let's go.
Just probably
Listen.
Alright.
What?
Don't
Everyone
make me
eat
talk
their,
about the one god.
everyone mark up their 2 rations.
Why?
Unless you want to get 2 exhaustion points.
But I had dinner at their house.
Well, we had fish too. I mean,
And I had the
it's
good
for
things.
the whole day.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
So as long as you're keeping track of your 2 rations per day.
Oh yeah. My 2 rations came from good Mr. and Mrs. No Name.
And you also had a berry too.
And their 2 children, No
Am I
Name.
still pretty full from last night?
You woke up and you took the biggest load ever.
That doesn't answer my question.
Oh, here! My newly acquired
You're not like hungry at this point.
Like I could wait.
You can definitely wait.
All right, I'm waiting.
You're gonna, you know, by the end of the day, you're gonna have to eat all.
My shovel.
Yeah.
And my, what was it, a shovel and my weird tool?
Yes.
Your shovel is a hand shovel, by the way. It's not a full-blown shovel.
Perfect for pooping.
It is perfect for pooping.
Yeah, all I have is a blacksmith's hammer.
I would like to show everyone my weird tool.
Yeah, do any of us know what that weird tool is?
I'm holding it by the stick. I want to keep
Let's
that in
go
mind.
roll
Roll
out.
intelligence at advantage. Everyone else just intelligence check.
Eat.
You're smart, right?
Oh, I have no idea.
Just straight intelligence?
Yes.
22.
It looks like a sundial you've seen many in books.
I'm holding it by the stick.
It's a sundial. It's something that
I hand you the stick.
would be necessary. I put my hand out like this so the stone's on it. Something that would be necessary in most communities, but whatever magic has befallen us, I've somehow just always known the time of sunrise and sunset, exactly what time of day it is. So something perhaps we can sell to a collector, but
All the time, eh?
unnecessary in this group.
I'd like to, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'll put it away.
Okay.
I'll put it somewhere in my bag. My new bag.
Alright.
We go.
Alright, you all start
go.
up the path.
About 15 minutes in. I would like to twist my ankle.
Roll a performance check.
Can we roll insight or something?
This is
Excuse me, are any of you find people hostile towards me?
I mean,
I mean,
halfway.
Insight is different.
Roll 2 13s anyway.
Halfway.
I'm spiritually hostile to you.
Performance is a
I was gonna say arena is
18.
18. So if y'all want to roll insight, go for it.
Oh, honey.
Pretty tight.
22.
12.
This is insight. It's a 21 for me, dog.
Wow. I've rolled 3 natural ones in a row.
Six.
Like the last 3 rolls have been ones.
You're like,
So you three think
Yeah.
he like
Oh,
hurt himself
oh,
crazy.
no.
You two obviously see his performance.
I'm just holding.
I'm gonna walk over and kind of lift him up by his arm and be like, don't worry, Hoghamsby. You know, sometimes you think it's her, but it's really not. You're good. And I kind of push him up forward. So.
I'm gonna stumble. I don't know if I can walk on it, to be quite frank.
Well, we have healing magic. It should be easy to fix.
Yes, we do. That's a terrible
I'm
sprain.
telling you, that's not sprained. I'm
a doctor. He's hurt himself, sir. I'm pretty sure he's hurt himself.
I barely
I am
accept you as
a-
a priest.
I have healer's kit, sir. Do you have a healer's kit? I have the highest authority on medical.
I'm sorry, but I've seen my god.
Yes, whatever will happen, make it fast.
Yeah,
Come on now.
don't waste your magic. Don't waste your magic. He's fine, aren't you?
My ankle.
I'm telling you, he's usually lying, but I'm telling you, he's.
I don't think
I'm
I'm telling you, he did hurt himself. I do this for.
I'm gonna take a pretty menacing step towards Jethro, and I'll be like, "You're fine, aren't you?"
I think it's when you kicked it yesterday. It
No,
must
I
have
kicked
thrown
your-
something.
You kicked him?
Yeah, she kicked me twice.
He
It
really
hurt
shouldn't
a
be
lot.
walking on that.
Twice?
Twice.
Slightly.
By the way,
Do what you need. Do what you need.
Well, I hate his.
I will use a spell slot.
He is
Good for heal,
faking.
doesn't it?
Oh, it fills you up.
It heals you 1 hit.
Oh, does it fill you 1? Okay. So it heals you 1.
Cash
You're lucky.
I'm at 9. All right.
Can you like walk, or are you still doing the act where you can't walk?
I can't walk now. I'm leaning on Remdil. It hurts. It really.
I'm like kind of looking at Renee and like keep walking. Like I'm not slowing down.
Okay.
You saw the way she stepped at you, right?
I know. I think she's intimidated by me.
I punched her and she didn't fall down. She's gonna hurt you.
I think she's intimidated by me, though. She doesn't have magic.
That is not correct.
I just turn around and smile.
Remdil, could you possibly carry me?
So I failed the insight on the performance of rolling the ankle.
You can roll persuasion, I guess.
Oh,
persuasion?
Just get it up here, hopefully. What's
You
it?
beat a 25?
I don't think he did.
That's a 1 big guy.
Oh my guys!
You know me better than all of them.
So he definitely seems like he has hurt himself, and at this point, he's like really like cannot walk for himself.
We just closed ranks. Fully supporting.
Hey, Dom, can you?
Yeah.
I'll carry him.
Yeah.
We'll just
Like piggyback
we'll go.
style?
Wouldn't a simple heal be much easier?
Yoda and Luke.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste his god's magic.
I mean,
that would be
say the word.
blasphemy to waste your god's magic on
You're losing
another
me.
man of
On
the
your side,
cloth.
and you're losing me.
Well, we are from different
We are wasting
systems. I wouldn't like
daylight.
you to waste your god's magic on me.
I pick him up like
Are you sure?
over the shoulder as he continues to talk to Dominic and start walking.
All right, you got a full view of Rimdale's ass.
That's fine, because I'm going to be looking at the inside of my eyelids.
Okay.
I'd like to snooze now, please.
That's not really restful sleep.
Oh, all of this for that.
That's fine. I just want sleep.
Okay.
How long is this journey?
Oh god, he's gonna get heavy.
Not for you.
It's quite a ways.
That's fine.
Okay.
I would like to sleep now.
Go for it. Does not count for restful sleep.
I don't care.
Okay.
I just want to snooze.
All right. As you all continue down the path,
After 10 minutes, I'd say this is not conducive to travel. It's unnecessary for Remdale to carry him. It's
Good thing going.
I mean, he hasn't been conducive to travel this whole time. Look at what he's wearing.
Hey, he's quiet. Let's just
Go water wicking.
Yeah. I healed it.
You're asleep.
Wait, did you cast a healing spell?
I casted Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it didn't heal him.
No, it did. I still have my 20 HP from which
Well, I don't know that, because that's why I said, are you still going with the act? And you're still going with the act. So as far as I know, I healed you, and you're still hurt. So I don't know how the magic works. Apparently it doesn't work on internal
I'm at
wounds.
10. It's all good.
Yeah, I rolled like a 7.
Oh God! So we travel.
All right, y'all all start to travel. You're not sleeping comfortably more than 5 minutes. It's like he's not a comfortable traveler at all. You've probably got kicked a few times already. But you all continue down the path.
Play the shtick till it dies.
All right, so you guys continue down the path. Jethro, you're awake nonstop.
Yeah.
You cannot sleep more than 5 minutes.
I'm finally gonna hop down, and I'm gonna just perfectly like walk, like no problem, like nothing ever happened.
Oh, my magic finally took effect.
Actually, while I was on his shoulder, I said a quick prayer, and I felt much better.
That makes sense to me.
Deception. You roll inside. Deception. Deception.
That makes
The one I have expertise in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 7 plus 9.
Plus 7.
16.
That makes sense to me. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna happily walk along like nothing ever happened.
This is my personal hell. Let's continue.
All right. You all continue down the road. Down the road. The path gets really worn and it's not quite as distinct. It's more overgrown. Looks like it's a lot less traveled.
Are we still going the right way?
Oh, yes, I assure you, this is the correct way.
Can someone roll for that?
I have keen mind. We're going the right way.
He has also not been this far in a long time. All right.
Well, if it makes you feel better if we get lost, I could always ask a critter or something.
That is reassuring.
It is.
Yeah, for me, I trust him.
And not me?
You don't trust the dude who reads books, but you trust the guy who says, "I'll just ask a squirrel."
You know, I was going to ask a squirrel. It could be a swamp hen.
Swamp hen. Was that? Oh man, the swamp.
All right. So
That's a throwback. That's a throwback.
Solid logic to me.
I see no flaw in that.
all right. So you all continue down the path. It starts to get dark. At this point, you can continue and try to make it tonight, or you can set up camp. You know you're still quite a few hours away.
Dark, maybe we should set up camp, maybe catch a few shut-eyes.
Sun's going to go down real quick.
Sounds fine to me.
Yes, shut-eye would be good, considering one of our companions may have stayed up all night last night.
Who did that?
I'll grab the time from now.
Well, I had trouble sleeping at first, but I got there.
I
he
think
fell asleep eventually.
I know you have those,
Like as soon as everybody
terrors.
stops and starts talking,
All
I
right.
start
You start getting that and start sending it up. All right.
I'll unseen servant to help.
I'm going to ritually cast Wild Cunning and have a whole bunch of chickens help.
This is just.
what?
Okay. Swamp heads, if you will.
Look at all the chickens.
All right. After the tent is mostly set up, how many is it usually? Does it say on the amount? How many?
I'll have to.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes for him just to cast it.
I know. So a bunch of like chicken-esque looking animals.
Just says you call out the spirits of nature.
All right. A dozen weird-looking swamp hens come out of nowhere
Can we eat them?
and just start
They're like spectral.
going around, setting up the camp, finishing up the tent, getting the wood that's close around into a pit of fire.
I'm very
Someone's
tired.
ghost rooster.
So at this, I'm
Why
gonna
not?
kind of wide-eye, like, am I hallucinating things? And I'm gonna look over at Remdil. And what's your reaction to these swamp hens?
I try to kick one.
So he does see them.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
Assuming
Respect.
that's fitting. 10.
You hit. Roll your damage.
It's like, was it Fallout? Fable.
Six.
All right. All of a sudden it goes and disappears.
Oh, do you mind? They're trying to help.
I think they're his friends.
kind of just wanted to see if I could hit him.
All the other chickens have stopped and they're now staring at you.
I'll go back to setting up the tent.
Like, you got this.
I'm gonna like kind of wait for that. Proceed.
Continue.
The 11 other chickens start finishing setting up.
Can someone explain how a chicken is helping like setting up the tent? I'm having trouble.
It like in its beak, like grab the string and like tie it off. You know.
It's definitely it's magic.
I understand. I just like, how is it
So
happening?
as they tie it off, you see
Literally
one of
happening.
them, the beak holds it, the other one like wraps it and like kind of like they wrap the beaks around.
They work together.
Great, that's amazing. I just wanted him to say it. Really,
I thought I'd have to hear
I'm all for
chickens
this.
setting up the tent.
I'm all for this.
I'm gonna meditate.
Okay.
I mean, trance.
I have fallen deeply asleep.
So he immediately, like before he even gets to his bedroll, he's like already asleep on top of the closest part of the tent he can find.
There you go.
I'll eventually move him in once everything's set up.
Okay.
Thanks. Like being a kid when like your parents move you from the couch to your bed.
Oh, some dancing lights going around and
He's
kind
all
of take
tuckered
first
out.
watch.
Okay. Everyone else asleep?
I'm gonna be lying down in my tent when the hens are like just about done setting up, and then I'm gonna lay down in my bedroll, and the two are just gonna pull it over me,
And all of a sudden, you hear the in your ears, knowing the spell ended.
and I fall asleep.
Okay.
Who's going with the
Perception.
second watch?
20, dirty.
Dirty 20. As you see the bedroll get tucked, the chickens tuck him in. You hear howls from the north, and all of a sudden another howl respond almost immediately to the west.
Pretty distance away with the 20. Like, can I tell distance?
Roll animal handling.
Start a howl.
13.
13. So the second one was a lot closer than the first one. And by a lot closer, you think it's within a couple hundred feet.
Oh, Jesus.
So I will, at that point, wake up Arene
Okay.
from her meditation.
How many hours have I gotten? Like one?
Yeah, it depends on how deep this was since my watch.
It was probably like an hour to 2 hours in.
Okay, so
Hour and a half.
I'll wake up Arena and I say, there are woodland creatures near. Fear that they may be wolves. Should we wake up everyone, or do you think we can handle this alone?
I think we can handle it alone.
Alright, if need be, we will wake up the rest of them.
And I'm just gonna sit with my spear.
You're just gonna sit with him? Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm gonna, if I hear anything closer, like light the area with dancing lights, so I can get it far enough ahead. It's 120 feet range.
Okay. Roll me one more perception check. You can also roll as well. No.
I rolled another dirty 20.
Okay. You hear another howl, closer than the second one. And you also hear another one about the same distance away, but on the other side of camp.
At that point, I think I'd wake everyone up.
Mayflower tactics. Spencer.
No.
All right.
So I bring the dancing lights in and kind of do a couple flashes. Everyone,
What's happening?
I believe we're being surrounded by wolves.
You would not wake up to the flashing light.
Yes. Go back to sleep.
We're up.
Yep, y'all are definitely awake.
Wolves. How far away?
Anyway, what's going on?
Yes, we seem to be perhaps prey to the wolves in this area.
I've got my spear like readied and out.
Okay.
And I'm like, I have dark vision, so I mean,
60 feet of it?
Best to prepare ourselves.
I think so.
Yes.
I'll perk up a little bit and like extend my nails. What do you mean, pray?
Is this perhaps something you could, can't believe I'm saying this, talk your way out of?
I don't even know what's happening right now.
Wolves draw.
Wolf. I'm like kind of trying to see if I can speak wolf, but I don't have it prepared. I'd have to cast it as a ritual. So I'm like,
You hear him like definitely fake howling
I'm
out.
gonna keep trying. It's not going to be great.
Depending on how long it is, I guess you could eventually figure it out with a ritual, right?
Yeah, I'm going to keep trying, but
So after like 2 minutes, you get another howl from the north and 3 coming from the south.
So I'm trying to cast dancing lights in the areas to see if I see a body or movement, you know.
Roll perception check.
Can I do it if I'm like looking around?
I was gonna say,
That one's only a
Yeah,
6.
for those who just woke up,
6.
9.
9.
Yikes.
9.
9. Y'all look around. You don't see anything. You just hear the howls.
Okay. Well, if I do see something, can I like prepare an action?
Yeah, you can.
So if I do see any sort of movement of the wolf, like I want to know it's a wolf before I do it.
Okay.
I want to do the mage armor.
Okay. All right. How long are y'all gonna sit here? 10 minutes does pass.
If they're closing in,
Okay.
If they sound like they're getting closer, you know.
I'm getting.
Damn it, I think I got it. I think I got it. Hold on 1 second. So I have jump prepared. I'm going to go try to climb a tree
Okay.
and like leaping up.
Sure, why not?
well,
That makes sense.
Roll an athletics check.
19 plus.
21.
Nice.
21.
Oh, sorry. No, that's strength. 19.
Okay. What is your strength? Actual strength.
10. 0 mod.
Okay. You jump up.
But you cast a jump, right?
Yes, you also cast jump. And you get yourself to a very high branch. And this is a jump you've never even attempted. And you get up to a very high branch and you just sit there and barely hold yourself still while you get up there.
Okay. As I get up there and I feel like I'm high enough, I'm going to howl like short dialogues in like woven language, right? And I'm going to say, danger, not safe, run. Humans, not safe.
He's trying to bluff a wolf.
Yes. Roll persuaded.
That's pretty dope.
Persuasion 14 minus 1.
So is it 13 or 14?
14.
Okay. So as you get that, you get a second howl. That's not a direct language, but you understand it to mean there's food. And you hear a response on the other side of your camp. And at this point, you can hear them surrounding your camp, saying, kind of like a questionable howl, like, why run?
Alright, I'm gonna howl back. Not food, danger, you will get hurt.
Roll another persuasion check for me.
9.
9. So the howl first. They come back and say,
It's pretty cool.
Definitely first.
It's pretty cool.
there's not many. One looks weak. We can get at least the
definitely
one.
That's not me. I'm sleeping. Pretend they can't see me. It's
Wonder
you.
which one looks weak.
Oh god, I hope it's me.
I'd be
I
happy to
hope
fucking
it's
show 'em,
better.
Alright, last attempt, I guess.
Can we tell that like he's having a full conversation?
Y'all hear the howl coming up.
Like we yeah. Like
You'll hear the howl from in the trees, but you also hear howls from
and
around
there's a
the camp.
pause.
I'm
and
going to
other-
like, instead of warning them to run, like almost like threatening, like snarling, last chance, run or you die.
Roll an intimidation now.
switch tactics. Okay.
It's still a -1. It's a 2.
Last chance.
I would like to be readying my shield
Yeah.
and sword while all this is going on.
I have like animal handling on you?
And at this point, you are speaking directly with them.
Right, yeah.
So you are like persuading them and intimidating them.
All of those checks, if I could add animal handling, would have been +6 to them.
Quite there, though. So at that point, how long does your spell last? Your speak with animals?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Like 10 minutes?
It's probably like 10.
I think it's
It makes sense. So at that point, you hear, we've got them surrounded. Let's corner the one. And the other side says, I'm ready when you are. Give the word.
Do I see anything?
Roll perception again.
Dancing lights going everywhere?
No. Yeah, you can check.
Also like to check.
That one's a dirty 20 again.
At this point, you see 2 of them from the edge of the woods.
So do I auto cast Mage Armor?
Yes, you will cast Mage Armor this
Can
point.
I shoot a firebolt at him?
Can I see any of them?
Full perception.
Oh my god. Wait.
I was trying to say the first time I see an actual, I'm just gonna roll it down.
An 8. I'm just looking for like the area they're in.
11.
I'll say, over there! To the 2 I see. Okay.
If he points it out, I'm just gonna at least slow the glyph down. That's all I want to
Okay.
do.
All right.
What does it do again? What does it do again?
Nothing unless you get attacked or make an attack roll or make a saving throw.
So can I tell what area some of them are in?
You hear, you've heard at least 4 of them, different howls from almost every direction.
Okay, I'm gonna like start using my movement to get off the tree and meet up with everybody since that didn't work.
You have Mage Armor. Your glyph is down. You're getting down a tree.
My spirit is ready.
I'll
got a spear ready.
I'll cast Firebolt if I can.
Okay. We're gonna end the episode right here.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
Man, speak of animals did not work there.
I mean, you
It
were like
almost
super
did.
hungry. It was really good.
It almost
Super
did.
good
You just
luck,
needed
yeah.
better